Welcome to the Fox's Den. This is Crystal the Foxy Colorist, and in today's live, we are coloring in my Maria Trolle coloring books. I have so many of these coloring books, and I have like several whips in them. And I was like, I want to color in them. Let me make myself go live, and I definitely will color in them because I had planned on coloring in them today. So yes, so I hope you can stop by, or if you're listening to this on the replay, thank you for listening to this on the replay. I can't even get my mouth right, y'all. I can't get my mouth right. So yes, so I'm definitely going to be coloring in this. What is this book? Twilight Garden. I'm really liking the way this purple and green is happening right now. So we're going to keep on coloring in this particular book. If you have any Maria Trolle's awesome books, and if I'm not saying her name correctly, please feel free to be like, Foxy, you're not saying that right. It rhymes with yes. I love learning stuff like that. That's why I say gouache rhymes with squash. Gouache. Yes. That's how I learn things, especially pronouncing words at this stage in the game. So yeah, so we just gonna sit back and relax, and we are just gonna do what we do best. Well, that would be talk and color. Yes. All right, so I'm definitely trying to incorporate purple because purple is what? It's my favorite color. It is. And why do I like purple? It reminds me of Kool-Aid. It reminds me of grape popsicles. Oh, I used to love grape popsicles when I was a kid. Still love them now. Ain't nothing changed. Except I got bills, babies, and a husband. But yeah, and I like them all, y'all. I like them all. But yes, I was like, I'm gonna get this book out. And then another thing too, I'm actually using my water brush markers because they have been sitting on my shelf and I hadn't been using them, and I definitely don't want them to dry out. So I was like, Crystal, let me use those. And then this is so funny because I have been coloring in a Creative Haven book that I am almost done. Shout out to RJ and Lord, don't hit me in the throat. Some people were helping me to finish the book, but I started coloring ahead because the end of the year is almost here. And I definitely want to finish a coloring book this year. All these coloring books I have purchased. Yes. Hi, Mandy. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Mandy says she like grape anything. I love grape. I just do. Yes. Michaela Colors. And both of them are on IG, but they color beautifully and they have been helping me um complete this book. And when I say helping, you know, like you ever seen somebody kicking a tin can down the road? That's how they're helping me. But I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I'll be so proud. This was not the right color to use. You see how dark that is? But I'm gonna fix that. I'm going to fix that. But yes, if you have any of her books, Maria's books, put them in the comments. One thing that I do love about this books is they're all hardback. I feel so important. Like I really know what I'm doing when I'm coloring in a hardback book. Am I the only person that feels like that? Like, like I'm coloring in an encyclopedia or something. Y'all might not know about those. Old school Encyclopedia Britannica. They used to come to your door, knock on the door. Your children will learn so much if you purchase this set of encyclopedias. They won't have to sit in the library. Now you can get everything you want from your phone. Can you imagine? Yes. I've been great. I will say this, it has been so good to be home. How about that? All that stuff I have been putting off, I have no excuse now. I have no excuse. I have no excuse. So it's been great to be home and not traveling during the week or every weekend. It was good. I went to my son's house for Thanksgiving. The first time I have eaten at one of my children's homes for a holiday. How excited. And Lord knows my grandson, y'all, he performed. I remember I used to make my son dance when company came over, so you know, it's pretty much reliving the same thing. But the fun we had, and they colored. We all colored together, which was very fun. I had to come with coloring books and crowns, and we had a great time. Even my son colored, and he was like, "Mommy, this actually is fun." I'm thinking, like, dude, really? I told you it was, and it's relaxing, and it is relaxing. So as I look at Mr. Froggy over here, and speaking of Mr. Froggy, it makes me think about my R.J. Hampson books. That's another collection of books that I have been. I'm like, I'm gonna color in these books because I haven't been coloring in them, and I really love to color in them because the pages are just so nice and compact. You can finish one in a day and feel very successful. Who don't want to do that? I mean, for real though. So, but yeah, shout out to my son and my daughter-in-law. Y'all did an awesome job. All the food was good. All of it. They were like, "Oh, we need to do this better." I'm like, "Look at here. Everything was edible. I have been to some homes and you get a real little bit of it because you already know you don't want to eat it. And then when you put it in your mouth, you stuff something else in there real quick, uh, so you don't have to taste it. It's like swallowing NyQuil. Oh God, I can't stand that stuff. If you like the taste of NyQuil, raise your hand. Hmm, no hands went up. Imagine that. Imagine that. Wow, you have snow? Wow, I need to ask my daughter if they have snow. She's in Utah. I have to remember because she lives between Wyoming and Utah. So I think I want to make my frog. I want to make him teal. That's a color. Red and teal are colors that I don't use a lot, but they're very pretty. And Prismacolor even has some really nice. I mean, they got some nice teals. Like I don't know why I don't reach for it often, but I think the teal would make him pop amongst all these other things that are colored. I think teal would be a great color. Or like, is it turquoise? Turquoise. Let me see. Yeah, okay, girl, I'm gonna make up a aqua. Let me see, light aqua. Um, Thank you to everyone who has been watching my videos. Oh my gosh, I appreciate y'all so much. I'm on the road to 4K. We are almost there. So thank you so very, very much. I'm in the building and I'm going to stay in here and produce some content on a regular basis. Every time I color, I'm turning on the camera. All right, so I think I'm going to use, okay, so this is, I know there's like a dark teal and a light teal. Or is it aqua? Dark aqua and light aqua. It's aqua. Stop saying teal. Stop it. Don't say that. That's blue. All right, here we go. I feel as though this needs to be sharpened, but every time I sharpen my Prismacolor, it breaks. I'm not even going to sharpen it. Lord, please let it. You know that's bad. I feel scared to sharpen my pencil because I'm scared it's going to break. I think I have like a manual pencil sharpener, but I need to get another one because I've had it for a while and it's gotten dull. That has to be the reason why. That has to be it. Oh, it's so funny. I remember as a kid when we had a dog, my dog used to eat the snow too. He just thought that was the funniest, I won't say funniest, but he thought it was really fun. I'm gonna tell you this, their teeth must not be sensible to cold and hot if they can do that. I mean, he was chomping down on it like it was a hamburger or something. Man, I'm so glad. I mean, I live up north, but one of the reasons why, and it's so funny because I'm actually from Virginia, but the snow when I lived in the what do they call it now, the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area, That snow was horrendous. No, I don't even own. Okay, I do own some snow boots because when I went like skiing or when we went to Utah, I needed some, but I don't own any snow boots. I don't have no snow jacket. Oh, you got two sets of crowns, and yes, buddy colors do um help motivate you, or when saying you have a project book. I think it was Rachel Henderson. I was listening to one day, and I think it was one of her 2025 goals. It might be 2026. I'm not sure, but she said, yes, my goal is to complete a coloring book a month. I was like, hold the phone. A month. I had to rewind that thing back. I'm like, I'm just trying to complete one in a year. But I loved it. You can go to, especially if you are a big fan of the Johanna books. Oh man, some of them she's colored them twice. It's beautiful. All right, Mr. Froggy. Oh, let me make sure. I think I did say thank you to all my subscribers, all my new subscribers. Yes. And then just to the YouTube coloring family. Thank you guys so much for all of your support, for your input. Okay. So I think I'm going to give him some shiny spots too. I am. Your dog's name is Buddy? My buddy. Hey, Jill, how are you? Jill, are you still doing your Vlogmas every day? I hope so. I'm looking forward to that. I saw what Disney Jamie, he has a Vlogmas. I thought about it, but that was it. I said, no, I ain't even gonna commit. I might try. How can I do that? I mean, I could post every day, but do a video every day? Oh, Lord help. Okay, so let me do that. Okay, so I didn't even match the color. There I go. There I go. There I go. There I go. Again. Okay, awesome. I know I got to notify. I set a notify for, well, that was for the 6th, though. That's for something else. Um, I had got for your channel. So yeah, I'm looking forward to everyone's Vlogmas. I saw that M Bean has a coloring challenge too. Lord, please don't let this thing break my. Okay, that's not even working. I must be, y'all. Sometimes I turn things the wrong way. It's a left-handed thing. Maybe that's why it's not working. Oh God, help. All right, we ain't gonna sweat it. But I am looking forward to everyone's Vlogmas. See what they're doing. I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody is coloring in. I think I'm doing a on Mondays. On Mondays, I'm going to be coloring in Christmas books because last year, Christmas, I did not have these, what are they, these sparkly markers or whatever you want to call them. And I had some books that I wanted to color in last year, but I didn't color in them because I was not going to be doing all that with some gel pens. My hand was going to look like Fred Sanford's if I had did that. My arthritis. So I can't wait to color in this one book that I got from Five Below last year. It has some ornaments in it. And man, I'm probably going to start it tonight, so tomorrow. So if you have some Christmas coloring books that you are coloring in, I hope you stop by the den tomorrow also, just so we can color together in some Christmas books. All right, I'm slowing down. I want to finish this bottom half of this page and another page that I was working on. I didn't even realize. I think these are like, okay, let me come down. These are string beans. Let me move it up. Oh my golly, y'all gonna see my outfit in a minute. There we go. It's cold and rainy here in in Georgia. We're having a Southern California. Yeah, I noticed these are string beans. I'm not really sure what color I'm going to color them. All right, Mr. Froggy. Jump, 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 jump. Are you looking so unbothered? I'm like, yeah, I'm cute. I'm sitting in between these flowers. Okay. Mm, really don't want to go down too much. I want to give him some spots. I want to give him some spots. I want to color in his spots. Where's my handy dandy eraser? All right. There we go. I'm gonna get you hooked up. You gotta pop out of here. You gotta pop out on him, Frog. Or Mr. Toad. He might be a toad, huh? You're giving me toad vibes. He might be a toad. I want to say, I hope everybody's having a great Sunday. Like shout out to all my family and friends that's in Maryland. How you doing? Yes. I feel my DJ coming on. All right, so his face is looking kind of crazy. We're gonna have to hook you up, Frog. I don't like the way your face looking. Where's the little brush thing? Here you go. I'm about to say, don't play with me. Play with your mama, baby. Okay, there we go. Okay, what? Okay, here we go. Awesome. What editing software do you use? Shout out to everybody that be editing videos and putting up their content and trying to watch other people's content. I know the struggle is real. You are appreciated, Tupac, baby, okay? Because sometimes I be crashing out. I ain't even gonna lie. I can't stand when my software be wanting to do an update and I'm editing. I'm like, no, 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 no. Okay, let me calm down. Okay, so what we need right now is a blender. We're gonna use the white. There we go. One thing that I have learned from using Prismacolors, and mind you, Prismacolor was like the first like so-called professional pencils I bought because I had been rolling with Crayola. You say rolling with Kid and Play. I have been rolling with Crayola, but I see where you don't even if you color like a little area, you can blend it out because you don't have to put that much color down. It spreads. It's pretty cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, iMovie. I appreciate that. I'm looking forward to seeing your videos every day. Thank God for work slowing down. Shout out to everybody be working that 8 hours, 12-hour days and still be getting their videos up. Shout out. Okay, Mr. Froggy. We're going to bling you out. All right, let's see what this color. That's a pretty good color. That's a pretty good color. I might use that one. Trying to decide. I always use purple. I need to not use that one. Oh, I shy away from purple. Purple. Okay, so I'll use purple and green. Yeah. And black. Okay, I don't use black enough because that thing is just coming out. All right, so these are like one set of the markers that I can't wait to use in my coloring books, my Christmas coloring books. Gotta make sure his eye is looking good. Awesome. All right, here we go, Froggy. We go. Yes. All right, let me just use the black one. I hardly ever use this one. Hopefully you can see that shine. Looking good. All right, Mr. Froggy, Mr. Toad. All right. Only thing about when I use that white pencil, it looked kind of smeary. Okay. So we're gonna let them have some shiny dots, but then we're gonna go in with our micron. Hey, crafting with Yaya. Hey, Foxy, and everyone. The Thanksgiving was it was absolutely delicious. I had dinner at my son's house. My first dinner, I was saying it earlier, with my children, with one of my children. Where I went over their house as a grown up. I think that's so amazing. All right, so I don't have a larger micron pen. I can't find it right now, but okay, maybe that's for the best because these are good. So how was everyone's Thanksgiving? Did y'all make dinner? Did y'all go to someone's house? Okay, so I will say this, my daughter, my youngest daughter, she lives at home, but she goes to college. Well, she came through with the dessert. She made an apple pie. She get it from her mama. Okay, maybe let me use this instead on his eye. That's not. Okay, maybe that's a little bit better. But yes, everything was good. It's not colored in all the way. That's it. Yeah, yeah. Do you have any Maria Trolle books? Trolle? I'm probably not saying that correctly, so do forgive. All right, that's looking a little bit better. All right, so while we let Mr. Okay, no, we have to add I got some Toolyard um acrylic markers, some neon ones. I want to use those for the inside area. Okay. All right now. Okay, you have Twilight Guard. Awesome. Way to go, children. Way to go. All right, so I gotta let the acrylic dry on this. And now I'm gonna bring in what is this one? This is Shooting Star. Let me take this one away and then bring in Shooting Star. Now I started some pages in here. I really didn't like them, but I was like, you know what? It just you'll get better. Sometimes some can be like so simple that I don't color it well. But I was trying to do like the glowing thing on their face. So I'm going to attempt to finish doing that. Because it's kind of like as the star is coming down, whatever that is. Um, like the little glow effect. Okay. And I guess it would probably be on it would probably be coming off all these trees. This is looking a little bit more greenish than yellow. Let me see. Okay, that's not laying down any color. Right. Okay, let's just put it on the edge. And I should have done this first. You know, now that I've done this one other time, I did it in an R.J. Hampson book. I do better when I lay down whatever color is glowing first and then the other colors. And I can tell I use watercolor on this page because it's looking kind of the color's not popping like I'm used to. I must have not had the my ink tints at the time, but I love my watercolors too. So the bunnies, they're going to be yellow here. I'm thinking everything that will be glowing. Hey, that's pretty good. I love it when I see other people's, pages like that, like they sh- color in whatever effect, like if it's a fire or something like that. I was like, oh, I want to do that. So that's what I'm attempting to do on this particular page. We need a darker green. We need a darker green. I don't like that. I need like a foresty type green. Yeah, I think this will be better. This will look better. Mm, I don't know if that's a root. Well, we're going to act like it's not a root. Trying to distinguish between. Now, even though I'm doing it because this is a small area, but I'm going to go dig those watercolors back out. I am going to, oh, because I see I ain't even finished up here. This is why it's called a whip. And great job on cooking some collard greens. Woo-wee. You got to stay up when you're doing that, man. And let me tell you something. When you scorch your collard greens, oh, even if the whole thing is just messed up, you be like, oh, I just scorched a little bit. The whole thing gonna taste like scorch. Ask me how I know. Like it can be salvaged. No, it can't. It cannot be. Okay, let me do my bunnies. Let me do this one. Now I'm using a combination of color. I have that. I have a lot of different sets of color pencils, but I love the one that came. It comes with the carrying case. I'm like, show out color. Um, yeah, they were like the very first ones I've purchased. All right. It's so funny. I be wanting to color like rabbits pink, but I'm like, besides the peeps, have you really ever seen a pink bunny? I've never seen a pink bunny. Not that we owned a farm or anything, but I'm just saying. I've seen some like gray and brown bunnies, but never a pink. All right, so that's that. Some of these things are so small. I had to put like my itty bitty pencils like in a little container because they just be falling out of the pencil holder. They are they're too small. But I ain't throwing them away. Not yet. Still use it. I can still use it. Yes. All right. So we have our bunnies colored. We have, I use cool gray 10%, and then I used golden orange on the mama or the daddy or whomever. So what color am I going to make those little droopy tulips? I think the droopy tulips should be like a pink. Let's put a little bit of pink on the droopy tulips. Yeah. All right. So now I'm thinking, okay, but I need to make the sky dark. So let's get our we're going to get our watercolor paint. We are we're going to bust out the helicopter. We are I love this thing. It's one of my favorites. See what I call it, helicopter in a minute. That's one thing. It has like a little mixing palette thing on it, but you got to keep it. You have to keep it clean. So I love this. I love traveling with this. Um, okay, so these are the metallics. I really don't want to make it metallic. Let me see. Okay, yeah, here's yellow. Here's the yellow one. Here's the yellow one. Now, what I do is I have a spray bottle. I just spray water on it to wet it. And then I just go. Now, I actually have a little palette right here. Boom. So I'm going to use that. So I don't have to worry about continuing to clean this thing time after time. I'm looking for a brush. Now, this will be a good brush right here. Let's see. Which one of these is really available? Okay, that brush is not that clean. Hi, Ambient Landscapes. How are you today? Thank you for stopping by the Fox's Den. All right, I think it's clean now. Ooh, child. I need to remind myself of how much I don't like to do this. If you clean up everything when you finish using it, then the next time you use it, it'll be available. It's like you need to treat your art room the way you treat the kitchen. Okay? Sometimes you gotta fuss at yourself. Okay, so even though I said yellow, why would I want to do that yellow? I think I need to do the rest of the sky um darker. Okay, you know what, Crystal? Make a plan and follow it. So we go light first. We're gonna go with the light blue first. Here we go, light. So let's go with the light blue, y'all, first. Because if I just make it black, then ain't no turning back. No, I'm gonna eventually make it dark, but I think I need to start with it being light first. We just It's gonna eventually look like a night sky, but right now I just want to start with it being light, a little bit lighter. I need to get a smaller brush so I can go in between the trees. I guess I'm probably overthinking it because I'm like, okay, so if everything is reflected, you know, the little starlight ball that's falling out the sky, but I'm like, Crystal, the sky is the sky. It doesn't matter. Okay, it's just gonna be a dark night. So what if something's falling out the sky? All right, we have somebody doing laundry. We have people editing. Laundry's good. All right, I've talked to myself through it. It's gonna be a night sky. Okay. So I need a smaller brush than this. Here we go. All right. So let me start in the trees. Let me start in the trees. Yes. This was one of like the first watercolor sets that I purchased. I love because it's just so easy to, to travel with. I've taken it to Starbucks and, just based some pages. So I do love that about it. Thank you. I'm sitting there thinking that song. I need a man with a slow hand. I need a steady hand for this. You know what? Of course I'm already committed to this, but I could use my Neo color too. Oh gosh, that would be so much easier, but I'll remember next time because I'm trying to use them more. But you know what? I might bust it out, y'all. Bust it out. Ugh, because I don't want to mess my page up. Girl. Come. Where's that? Where's that? Where? Bring it out. Bring it out. Okay. It'll be easier if I use a Neo color too and color in between. Where is that? That'll be much easier. Here we go. All right. All right. All right. All right. Helicopter, I'll use you in a moment. I can't use you right now. All right. So let me turn the book this way because I'm like, okay, what color is this really? Okay, it's dark. The color in between like that. Then get some water. Get a smaller brush. They work smarter, don't work harder. Okay, here we go, y'all. Here we go. There we go. Sometimes before I start a page, I need to think, okay, what all do I have? Let me make sure I'm using it. Oh yeah, I got focus. I got focus. Very good, Color too. I have learned less is more. Now I'm gonna have to go back and reinforce the colors on the tree. That's way easier than what I was doing. All right. Okay. Ooh, okay, okay. Let me see, let me see. All right, look back at it. Yes. Okay. That was a better idea, Fox. That was a much better idea. Much better. A much better idea. All right, so for these nooks and crannies like this, if you got some Neo tools, man, it makes it a lot easier, in my opinion. Okay. All right, it's in there. It's in there. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Hey, big girl. Hey, back it up. And just a dab will do. I'm telling you. I'm just using watercolor to color the sky in this case. Now once it's all down, if I decide to come back and go back over it, we'll see. Ooh, okay, I'm getting outside the lines, y'all. But it is the background, so oof. I will say about this book right here. I know like a lot of the pages are really they're really quick pages. I was listening to who was I listening to? She's completed quite a few coloring books too, and she was like, sometimes you just need to, lay down the color on the page and stop trying to do every page to perfection. I was like, woo, oh, she's making a good point. No, Yaya got the best. Yaya says she is finished with a book when she has colored all the pages that she like. If it's a page that she don't like in the book, I really like that. I was like, yes, because why torture yourself and make you color? I just love listening to other people's like the way they think. I like that. Like if I don't like coloring it, then I don't consider it to be a page. I like it. I like it. All right, let's see what we have done. Now we need to wait for that part to dry because I have killed the leaves, but I'm gonna go back in and reinforce the leaves. But let me hit this part of the uh this part of the sky over here. So now I will use my helicopter. I don't have any fear of putting any hard lines down. Oh Lord, I gotta be all careful around the bunnies. I'm going to get to the point where I will know on some pages when to do the background first. Because this is a page I could have done the background first on, but I was so caught up in trying to figure out how to do the glow, I couldn't think about the background. All right, bunnies, we're going to come back. We're going to come back, Mr. Bunnies. So the paper in here is not, this is doing pretty good. It ain't folding up like a deck of cards. I'll give it that. All right, let me add some more black paint. Let me see what it looks like in there. Okay, it's not looking too bad. I learned that Deborah, shout out to Deborah when she did a live with me. And it is a good thing to do to look at. I'm starting to look at my page like it through the camera or at the camera as opposed to just looking at it as I hover over it because sometimes I'll be dogging it out, but in the camera it look all right. I'll be like, okay, it ain't that bad. Here we go. Oh, I got him. Okay. So I see RJ Hampton and Maria, they like these circles, put things in circles. I don't know if I'm the only one who noticed that. Apparently they do. But I do believe when this dry, I will go back over it with something. Maybe like an acrylic marker, a black acrylic marker. Okay. Yeah, tortoise. If that's right. Yeah, yeah, you got animals, don't you? What's your tortoise name? Okay, don't do that, Crystal. Don't do that. Okay. Don't do that. A pet tortoise. Now that is interesting. When I was a kid, I remember we used to go to this babysitter who had a snapping turtle. Ooh, that thing was scary. I should not have done that. Need to let the paper dry more. Ooh. Oh, emerald. All right, emerald. Okay, so I'm not gonna go in between the rabbits just yet. All right, so let me use my Neo 2s up in here. And then I'm gonna have to let this dry and my other book should be dry. That's one thing about when you use when I'm using watercolors, I always like to have something else that I'm working on as well. Y'all, excuse me, I gotta me in this left hand. Me and my left hand. Gotta be upside down. Do forgive. in order for me to do this the way it needs to be done. Okay, why do I have to press down so hard? That's ugh. Okay. Don't forgive yourself. All right, thank you for stopping by, Jill. Can't wait to see your video. Have a good night. All right, great. Awesome. Come back and clean this up. Okay. Oh God. Okay, so I'm coloring the tree. I should have colored. That's okay. That can be fixed. I'm gonna come back and do cleanup. Cleanup woman. Okay. I can be the cleanup woman. Right. So alrighty. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so that was supposed to be colored in. I'm not gonna worry about doing the top. When it dries, I'll come and clean everything back up. Ah, talking about driving outside the line. All right, so I'm gonna let this dry and I'm gonna bring back my other book and I'm going to color more on one of the other pages. All right, so I think Mr. Froggy is looking super cute in the cut. I think he's looking super cute. I think he's looking, and I like the way the little diamond thingies, not the little gel marker, did him on there. His eye, okay, but I look like somebody blacked his eye while he was on the floor drying, but I have to talk to the other coloring books when I get off this live. So let me go to this other page in here. Not that one. There's another page in here I started. All right, y'all hold. Hold, please hold. Where is that page at? That's not it. I had started some flowers on it. Oh, so nice. Here it is right here. All right, I want to finish more on this particular page. So for this particular page, I'm gonna get my ink tints for these right here. I am. Y'all see me? I am. I'm gonna use my ink tints palette. It's a lot faster than even the pencils to me. So I'm gonna use my ink tints palette. Ink tints palette. Yeah. So let me get a water brush. So See what these greens are about. Ain't gonna play with me. All right, so let's go for the whole thing being green. Now with the palette, I can just like tap and go, tap and go. I don't even have to worry about like holding no pencil or anything. Look, done. I wish I had written down what these colors were. Why didn't I do that? All right, let me pull this down some so you can actually see what I'm coloring. Ooh, I'd be hot tamale when I do that in a video. Don't play with me, play with your mother. There really nice green here. That looks like magenta. Uh, and like maybe that pink rose color. I'm trying to, what color was that? I can read, but I can't remember. I sure should have written it down. Look at that. Ta-da. Done. Now in this case, I am basing. I'm gonna lay down just a color first. All right, which y'all see me going through all my brushes. There we go. All right, so let me use this out. The color I said I never use is red, so let me just kind of base this with a reddish pink. I'm gonna make it really, really light. But I definitely want to finish all 3 of these pages this week. Done. Looking good. Okay, you gotta be quiet to stay inside the line. I'm like, woo, child. Okay. Now, I do like the fact that when these dry, like they don't move again. I really do love that. I will say that's one of the reasons why I did buy like Neo Color ones because I needed a crown, like something with a waxy, like crown texture, but I couldn't use my Neo Color twos because if I put water on top of them, it was gonna move again. So I do like products in some cases where when you lay it down, it's down. So I am just gonna go through and base these flowers with my ink tint. All right. Looking good, looking good. It's kind of looking like a pinkish, because I with that green right there. I'm not trying to, sell Christmas on this particular page. I want it to be like looks like a springy situation. Awesome sauce. Dipping in the darkness. Dipping in the dark. Hmm. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. A tortoise shell kitten. You know, I don't know what that. I'm not searching what that is. Okay, I'll have to go check this out. I'll have to go check that out. Done and done. Now I'm just gonna do the outside of this because I'm not really sure what color I want to. I think I want to do yellow on the inside. No, okay, okay, Crystal, you can't have 50,000 colors on here. You got blue, you got pink. Maybe I'll pull something. I'm gonna pull something from one of those colors. I like them already. Not the sass, but the attitude. All right, so we don't want to just add another color. So what color do we want to use against this red? Oh, okay. I know this. These will look good with some blue on them. I think that'll be really pretty with blue. So I'm gonna make this right here like blue. Yeah, so these three right there. Sometimes I gotta catch myself because I'm like, okay, now your picture looking like a clown car. You put too many colors. Uh, almost like the blue is so used. Okay, okay, very nice, very very nice. Let me look. Let me look. I will say this. I can tell which colors I use a lot. Okay, I need to start incorporating the other colors somehow. Some tan flowers, some brown. Awesome sauce. Hmm. This one right here. Oh, maybe I'll use some gel pens. I need to work my gel pens into my pages more. I know one of my friends, she has like this big thing of, I think it's Arteza gel pens. All of her pages are done with her gel pen. You talk about a no limit soldier. My finger would be killing me. Okay, that's looking a little dark. That's one thing. Once it's down, it's down. So she's the best. Oh, she's beautiful. Is she good? I know, like, is she a pouncy kid? Because you know, like some people, you go over to their house and their kid will just be walking around all nice and calm. You think it's a nice, calm, kid, and the next thing you know, you sit down and be like, ah, it'll just like pounce on your lap, like, what's up? Like, okay. these things right here, I wonder what are they supposed to be exactly. I always struggle with what color to color them, and they're like in so many different pages. I'm like, "Urgh." All right, so I think I am going to put because these are so small. I think they will look cute with gel marker on them, and that will allow me to put that gel marker there. So I am going to do that. Okay, I put my daggone I want to use this, but I know this thing is going to leak through. I'm just so afraid. Let me see what page is open. Now, I actually want to color that page, so we don't want to do that. And we definitely want to put something behind this page. Let me get a piece of paper. I will be less than happy if I mess that up. 'Cause that's the other page I'm coloring. Okay. No, I actually want to use these crazy art glitter, but they seep. They're just so overloaded with glitter. I mm-mm. I'm looking for something I already have on top of the desk. All right, let's prime this. But they're really good, but ooh, it needs to be on a one-sided, a book that has one-sided pages. I'm gonna treat these like they little blueberries. Be like little blueberries. I just keep it at the top. Yep. I went too low on that one. Almost six. Okay, doing good. I notice if I don't go back and forth, then it won't shadow or bleed through. So let me just don't do that. Don't go back and forth. Just why y'all can't make these books one sided? Maria and what's the other name? Paulson. I gotta play eeny meeny miny mo with the pages. Which one am I gonna pick? And Kirby too. But their books have great paper. Okay. So I'm gonna resist the urge to put that right there because I don't know if I want to really do that. Now, okay, so that's like a magenta pink in there because I think this, no, not purple. I don't, well, because that's kind of purpley pinky. Do I have a pink one? I do. I do. I do. Oh, okay. So she was your daughter's, and now it's everybody's. All right. So in hopes of not adding 1,000 colors to the page, I'm trying to look at the colors that are already on here. And now I do see that like little blue green, but we're gonna take the pink that's from that flower, and move it over here. All right, what we looking like? What it do, baby? Okay, let me see what it's. Okay, it's looking all right. Okay, let me look at the camera. Ain't that the truth? It's a trick from the enemy, y'all, trying to make us buy 2 books. Cause I'm like, "Why do they do that?" Cause I love using alcohol markers because you could just color so much faster, with alcohol markers, but man, I messed up a page. Well, the page I colored looks great, but the on the back of it, that Kirby page, oh, it's messed up. Ain't no saving it. These remind me of little raspberries. I just use that light green. Okay. All right, let me look. Let me look. It's looking okay. Seems like I need to turn this up. Hold brighter. Let's see. All right, my old lady eyes kicking in. Let me see. That looks okay. Oh, look. Okay, but I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm like, that's the same thing that's in there. Crystal is connected, okay? Ooh, and I didn't do the blue flowers up there, but I'm gonna look back and get them. I actually got out like, because normally I color from like 3 different pencil sets, but I'm over all the greens that are associated with those sets. So it's like I broke out some other pencils in hopes of finding like different shades of green. In those Creative Haven books, everybody got a bush, everybody got 20 trees in their yard. So I was just feeling greened out. But I broke out another another set. So hopefully I'll be feeling better about green. Okay, so all right, so let's go up here and finish these blue flowers. And that's gonna need to be green like that. Not sure what I'm gonna do with that. All right, flip, 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 flip. Okay, can I even flip that? Okay, that's good. I'd be wondering about the camera. Okay, so I'm gonna do these blue. Where's the brush? I put the brush down. The brush is somewhere. The brush is here. All right, I'm trying to be consistent because I noticed that that helps me to, like if you paint every flower a different color, then it's gonna take you forever, Crystal. So like all these flowers are gonna be the same color. Or maybe if I wanted to like if there's 3 of them together, and if it was like blue, pink, and green, and then at least move over and do the other ones blue, pink, and green. Have some kind of consistency about yourself. All right. Oh, I went outside the line. Another thing that I like that somebody said every page don't need a background. I'm like, what? Oh boy, you talking about? I felt like I was listening to a church sermon. Y'all I had been set free. Okay, like you don't have to give every single page a background. Like we don't. The restrictions we put on ourselves, I tell you. I mean, like this page right here. I guess I could put like a kind of like a background like around it, but to just go in between each and every flower. Do y'all do that? Does every page have to have a background in your books? Every page. Okay, don't do that. That's gonna be the shiny pencil. Okay, here we go. Okay. Too much water, too much water. Here's a sponge. Use a sponge. All right, let's see what that's looking like. That's looking good. I still don't know what color I'm gonna make that. Okay, but then don't rush it. Just go with the colors you know you're gonna use. And there. Okay. Do any of y'all have any plans to color in any specific uh, books that have like Christmas books, Christmas coloring books. I'm gonna break out the ones that I bought last year because I bought quite a few and I didn't get to color everything in them, especially the one with the ornaments. Because now I have the coloring supply that I want to use. And I got that one from, Five Below. I'm really looking forward to it. I got to break it out tonight, so I'll be ready for tomorrow. And at this point, I'm kind of tired of coloring in my Creative Haven books because that's the book that I'm trying to finish before the end of the year. And that thing is about to make me cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and I don't need no help. Okay, okay, so one, two. Is there any other one? No other one. Just when you think you're done, you'll see another one. All right, after we finish this, why is somebody calling me? I will call them back when I get off this live. I will, I will. Uh, Here we have it right here. Blue, blue, blue. That leaf is kind of like in between the book. I hate when something splits the page like that. Ugh. Okay, but we're gonna hit it. Okay, so that's blue, blue, blue. Okay. All right, so we're going to color this leaf right here, and then we are going to review everything we've accomplished today. All right, we gotta do better than that, Fox, to get that off. Clean your brush, clean the brush, clean the brush. Okay, so let's get this green back. Start here. Okay. Okay. Yay! Okay. Okay. I can't wait for you to do your first live. Yeah, yeah. I know you got some good stories. It's based on some of the comments you left. I want to hear some good family stories. Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. So let us review. Let me review. Okay. So this is looking great. Let me fix that. Okay. So I use ink tints on this page right here. I'm not really sure about what I'm going to color this, but they dry really quickly. So I will go back once I figure out what color I'm going to make that. And I did start this page earlier today. What else did we do? Okay, and I just wanted to get through the bottom of this particular page because when I realized that these were like green beans, I was like, okay, not really sure what. I gotta look this up. So I like the way that came out, and then I'm gonna hit the green beans, and I have no idea, but that's a snail on there. I have no idea what that is. Yes. Okay. So I'm happy about that. And I'm happy that I made more progress on this particular page. And this is in Twilight Garden. All right. And then in my other book, Shooting Star, I'm really trying to do like a glow scene. Now, this was watercolor, but I'm definitely going to go over this again because that looks really ashy. It looks very, what did it say, matte, but I say ashy. So I'm going to correct that, but I will finish this page today later. And I put this, I don't know why this saran wrap. Okay, I put this saran wrap in here because I noticed that when I use Prismacolors on stuff, if I just close the page, Then it's gonna end up on the fox's face. So that's another one that I had started. So okay, guys, I'm feeling good. Okay, okay, here's another one. Here's another one that I did, but I wish I hadn't went outside the circle because now I feel like I need to come all the way down, but I'm not. So I'm done with this one. I am done. I am done with this one. You say it looks like kale? Okay, cool. Oh, there's another one I could do a glow scene on. All right, guys. Well, you know what? Thank you so much for stopping by the Foxes Den to help me color in my Maria Trolle books. I do have another one, but I want to finish these whips that I have in here. Tomorrow I am going to be on coloring with my glitter markers in that Five Below book that I can't wait to color in. But I can't wait to see your what are y'all having, like the 31 days of Christmas, ambient landscapes. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Everyone, Jill, everyone that stopped by, thank you so much for stopping by the Foxes Den, and those people that may be in the cut, Mandy, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. All right, like I always say, I got a lot of whips, and keep it foxy. Peace, guys. Bye. Yaya 500, 500. Make sure y'all subscribe to Craft Time with Yaya so she can get her 500 so she can go live. All right, guys. Bye.